Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, this is the National Football League.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Back. To back good plays, have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller,
but when this ball's tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Jackson going to give to Ingram on the option. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Damn. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Boyd. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Burrow able to find Sample. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Calais Campbell on the stop. Burrow on play action. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some strong running. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 16. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Jackson looking to throw on third. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram able to make it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. But they run the option as Jackson will hand it to Ingram. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Caught by Snead over the middle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Snead that time. 1st down, Baltimore. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Slant pass to Floyd. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Oh, my goodness.
He'll have
try to get
first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Bullock will put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground.
What the heck? I'm trying to move forward.
1st and 10.
You're making me move back.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 15. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have 1 play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He drops it off for Bernard. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Underneath, this is Bernard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. That catch good for only a couple.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Again, it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. A final shot now for Burrow. That is caught. at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.